Hey everyone, I'm going to do a MAC unboxing, and I hope you're going to find it exciting. It's not my typical stuff that I get. As y'all know, I have a lot of MAC palettes, and almost every one of them, when I've ordered like 4 individual colors, and then I ordered the little 4 quad, I guess is the word, magnetic palette, and put them in there, it always seems to be just about the same 4. Usually it's a highlighter, kind of a caramely transition shade for under the brow to the crease, and there's usually a darker color for the crease and a really darker color for the outer V and under line, and they're usually in the brown range. And I just haven't really sprouted out, and I think the reason is because I have not found MAC to be very pigmented. I know you're thinking, seriously, but any set of brushes that I've ever used, because at first I thought maybe it's my Sigma brushes, but it just, the transfer from the brush to the skin takes multiple trips of building on the darkest of colors, so I haven't really ever been a big fan. But there is something I'm a huge fan of. Now this is what the box looks like. It kind of reminds me of Chanel. Let's see if it has its name inside. No, and they so could. Look how that's black. They could put MAC right there like Chanel put Chanel. Theirs is a white box. Y'all seen me doing a Chanel unboxing. Of course, the little packing slip. I always say the bill. It's not a bill. It's a bill of lading. And this is what it looks like. Not nearly as impressive. There's no seal with the MAC emblem, which I really don't think it costs that much extra for Chanel to do that. So this is kind of inconsequential opening experience. And then just an extra kind of hooded piece of black tissue, all for these 2 pieces. So what did I get? Let me sit over here. Well, first and foremost, I think there is not a better brush cleanser out there than MAC's. I've tried Sonia Kashuk's. I've tried just a whole bunch of different brands, and probably not big name brands. But the main reason I haven't tried a bunch of brands is because nothing compares to this. I mean, I use either some paper towels sitting on top of a regular terry cloth cotton towel just to absorb. Okay, Bree says hello. Wouldn't be a video without the pups. And see, here's the thing. They wouldn't even let me pick them up to bring them up to your level to see. Y'all seen them a little before, but Bree is a player. She's not a cuddler, and Velvet is a cuddler, but she's off hiding under the bed. She does that. I don't know. Bless her heart. Anyway. So, paper towel on top of, or a couple of paper towels on top of a, what am I trying to say? A cotton cloth. What do the Brits call it? A flannel. I'm washing my face with a flannel. I'm like, a flannel? That's called a wash rag over here. But anyway, it does sound better. A flannel. And you put a little bit of this, you literally lay it. I should just show you, but say this is the brush. This is my MAC lip gloss, which I do love, by the way. And this is in color Soft Serenade, and you can't get it anymore because it was part of a collection. That's the only thing about MAC. They do a ton of collections. Like whatever movies come out, they've got a collection for it. But then you can't get any more. There's a few of them I've noticed where they've really just taken another color that's already in the line. It does add a nice little sparkle. And they repurpose it to be a part of a collection line. So we'll see. We'll see if this is somewhere. But I really do like this one. And I have to tell you, part of the reason I bought it was that really cool bronze matte finish padding. Padding mint packaging. Help me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's say this is the brush, and you pour some of the cleanser out, and you put it directly down on the paper towels that are on top of a terry cloth, washcloth. The reason that you do that is because the paper towel may not absorb it on. This is expensive, so you don't want to waste it, and so you can still keep getting the moisture back out of that cloth. But anyway, just swirling it around one direction, then swirling it around the other, and then kind of back and forth, and running under water, and your makeup is out. This is just the best, and I'll just show you. It's nothing super exciting. It's kind of a sleek look. Is there such thing as a sleek bottle? Sexy bottle? So, I mean, that looks nice. It is. It's nice looking. But that's really not what I'm paying for, even though, for what I pay, I do expect good packaging for this, even though I'm paying for the cleanser is being so good. But again, you dampen your, this is just like, look, this is one of those where you just do the back and the little top pops up. Can you see that? And you just pour that. I don't want to do that and go everywhere, but you just pour that just a little bit on the brush. Again, swirl it around on the paper towel, supported by a cloth, so that you can keep that moisture, and then flip the paper towel over and keep doing it. Just as you get product off, you want to keep flipping the paper towel. And you know, I might half it and then quarter it, or I may have several towels and just keep going down to the next level that isn't dirty yet. Because again, you still got the moisture coming back up at you from the under towel. But and then you can rinse it with water if you want. A lot of people talk about using a Johnson baby shampoo to really clean your brushes, and I have not found that to work at all. Not even a little. Not even a little makeup came out. And then we're natural haired. I used both synthetic and natural hairs, and it wasn't like washing your hair to use a baby shampoo, and just, you know, because it's a soap or whatever. And supposedly you don't want to use anything harsh because you don't want to mess up your brushes. And it's like, guys, it's not coming out of the head pores anymore. It's I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I would use a harsh chemical. I don't know how harsh this is, but anyway, you want to get all the makeup out, because leftover makeup can cause bacteria, and even staph infections, I've heard, can come off your skin onto brushes and be transferred. Of course, I don't share my brushes, and that's one thing you should never do. Do not share brushes. If you want to ever share makeup, tell whoever's coming they need to come with clean brushes, so their own brushes. But anyway, one of the things that I learned at Sephora the other day was if you use a cleansing oil, and a really natural organic one is the Josie Maran cleansing oil, and just use like a tiny, like pea size of it, and brush your brush into that. Just get the tip ends of it, and then again do it on a paper towel. Just swirl it around until the product's actually out. I don't even know that you need to rinse it. I always feel like I should rinse it. It's a cleanser. It's like a facial cleanser. It's a body cleanser, and it can be used as a brush cleanser. And I would recommend that as your deep cleaning. But for your spot cleaning, and really I don't have to do a lot of deep cleaning when I use this. This stuff's really good. So I highly, highly recommend this if you use makeup brushes, especially if you've invested in a nice set like Sigma, M.A.C. But even if you get Real Techniques from the drugstore, just any kind, Mesoevas, I would use a good cleanser just to get them good and clean, because, you know, you don't want makeup in there. Okay, then the next thing I got was this Fast Response Eye Cream. And we're going to see how fast it is. Okay, I as y'all know, this wasn't much cheaper, but here it is. Y'all know that I use the Chanel version. It's expensive, and it's hard to get because it was part of the Body Excellence, and so I have to get it now. Nordstrom's nor Chanel carry it anymore, so I've had to get it off Amazon and eBay. Actually, it was eBay. And you always kind of run a risk. I mean, I know they get rated and reviewed, but you always run a risk of, is that the real product in there? But I can tell it really is. It's just somebody opened it or had it as extra, and you know, you also, why do they have that? Okay, so I'm going to use just a little pea size. See that? Not much came out. And let me close it, because this, again, of course, this stuff's expensive. You don't even want air on it for very long. And I pad this on my ring finger, just kind of emulsify it a little bit, meaning you warm it. And certain products are made to emulsify in motion. That's why you do this. Okay, it also evens out your spread. And I do, my dermatologist told me, go ahead and first do a swoop. You're not tugging on your skin. So anybody who tells you that, that's not even true. And I go all the way underneath, very lightly, all the way up to my crow's feet. And then I massage it in, because you want this to get down to the first, through the first layer of skin to the second layer of skin. And it will absorb. And so I may do some patting that, you know, supposedly if you pat hard enough, it will bring blood to the surface, which, you know, brings up oxygen and takes this back down through the layers of skin. But that's not really why I do it. I do that to kind of texturize this in a way that I'm making sure it's an even spread. But the important thing is just to keep, you know, really rubbing it into the skin. And don't forget to really rub it into your crow's feet, because even if you're young, you will get crow's feet, especially if you tan. I would recommend you do false tanning. Don't get out in the sun. I did it, and it's caused so much damage to my skin, y'all. I didn't take a lot of precautions with skincare, but even if I had, you know, when you get in the sun, forget it. You're not caring for your skin if you get it in the sun at all. I remember in the Old South, one of the signs of being wealthy was the fact that you had very, very pale skin, because that meant you didn't have to work, because if you worked, you got out in the sun and you got a tan. So, and it's also because it wasn't healthy. Now, see this? See those spots right there? Those are age spots. That's not the same thing. But I think they can be exacerbated by the sun. But I'm talking about actual skin damage, and I think I have a lot of that in my chest area. I don't know if you can see it. That's an age spot, but it's just damage. It looks like grayish freckles. And as you get older, you're going to have that if you, especially your décolleté is so tender and sensitive, just like your face. And you really, when you're in the sun, wear a wide rim hat. It looks fashionable. And protect your skin. You can always contour, you know, with a really large fluffy brush, you know, a bronzing brush, and make yourself look like you had a tan. You can always get a really pink, hot pink, like my Laura Geller Malibu. Hello Malibu is a beach, so it looks like a sunburn. And when I put it on, I put it like, when you get a sunburn, you get it right here on the bridge of your nose to about there, not all the way to the end usually, and right here. And if you really want to look like you got some sun, put some bronzer all over, Major League contouring right there. And then just put a little bit right here and here to make yourself look like you got some sun. So that's my advice for the week. So anyway, that's all that I have with those two products. I know you're thinking, seriously? This and this. Your eyes and your brushes. That's all I got today in the box. You don't have to get like 400 things to do an unboxing or a haul. So I hope that you enjoy even when I just do a little bit. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Bye.